Breaking news: college protests lead to 200 arrests. Protests at Northeastern, Arizona State, and Indiana University turned serious as police made arrests. Over 700 protesters have been arrested on U.S. campuses since April 18th. At Northeastern, police arrested 102 protesters at an encampment on Centennial Common. It's unclear how many were students, but the university is releasing students with IDs. Alina Caudle, a sophomore at Northeastern, demands the university disclose investments and divest from certain companies. There's been a lot happening with college protests lately. Some schools have been dealing with protests related to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It's been pretty intense because some colleges decided to involve the police, which caused even more tension. But then, at Northeastern University, something unexpected happened. The police surrounded the protesters, but out of the blue, they just left without any explanation. Can you imagine the relief and confusion that must have caused? It's not just Northeastern, though. Other colleges like the University of Southern California, Arizona State University, Ohio State University, and Emory University have also been dealing with similar situations. It's a tough spot for the administrators because no matter what they decide, they face criticism. It seems like there's a lot of uncertainty and no clear plan. Hopefully, they can find a way to address the students' concerns while keeping things peaceful on campus. It's definitely been an interesting and unpredictable time for college protests. It's devastating to hear about the catastrophic situation and the impact it's having on the people, especially the children, in Gaza. The hunger crisis is a grave issue, and it's heartbreaking to think about people starving to death. That's why it's so crucial that the flow of aid into Gaza continues to increase. The efforts to expedite aid delivery and open new routes are steps in the right direction. It's important for the international community to come together and provide the support needed to address this urgent humanitarian crisis.
The United Nations and various humanitarian organizations are working tirelessly to provide food, water, and medicine to those in need. They're doing their best to ensure that aid reaches the most vulnerable, including children, who are suffering the most. While progress is being made, sustained and consistent aid is essential to prevent further loss of life and alleviate the suffering. It's a complex situation, but with continued efforts and support, we can make a difference and help save lives. It's quite a twist to hear about Donald Trump's accusations against Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as being a Democrat plant to help Biden win the election. The back and forth between them has been quite a roller coaster. It's fascinating to see how these independent candidates can impact the race. On the other hand, President Biden seems to be embracing a more relaxed and comfortable approach. His recent appearances, like at the White House Correspondents Dinner, have shown a looser side of him. It's refreshing to see a mix of funny moments, heartfelt gestures, and occasional gaffes. It adds a human touch to his presidency. And speaking of the Republican Party, they've raised concerns about the placement of protesters near the venue for the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. They've sent a letter to the Secret Service, urging them to keep protesters farther away to avoid potential confrontations with convention attendees. It's a delicate balance between ensuring freedom of expression and maintaining security.